My name is David Kallman. I'm an attorney in Lansing and senior legal counsel with the Great Lakes Justice Center. I want to bring to your attention a serious threat to people of all faiths and all religious institutions in Michigan, the Michigan Civil Rights Commission. The Commission took it upon itself to change the law, our Constitution, and our system of government under the rule of law. The Commission adopted an unenforceable statement, adding 2 new categories for special protection under our Michigan Civil Rights Act: sexual orientation and gender identity. We know that all of us are made in God's image, and all of us deserve love and respectful treatment. However, true love and tolerance require that everyone be free to exercise their religious conscience and not be compelled by government to violate their faith. Usurping the legislature's role, the Commission acted to try and change the state law to prohibit discrimination based upon these new categories, even though our legislature has repeatedly refused to add them to our state law. Only the legislature has the authority to enact or amend state statutes. Despite a ruling from Attorney General Bill Schuette, with which they must legally comply, the Commission arrogantly refuses to obey and intends to prosecute individuals and businesses for so-called discrimination based upon these new categories. The Commission is part of the executive branch of our state government, not the legislative branch. They do not have the power to change state statutes. Their actions directly violate constitutional requirements of the separation of powers between our 3 branches of government. How does this impact you and your place of worship? It means this lawless commission is claiming power it does not have and will attack religious businesses, places of worship, and individuals for so-called alleged discriminatory actions. For example, if your church refuses to hire a person engaging in sexual conduct that's contrary to your statement of faith, or if your religious school refuses to enact policies promoting conduct that your faith opposes, or if you restrict your bathrooms or locker rooms to the biological sex of a person, the Commission will come after you. They will prosecute you. They will potentially impose crippling fines on you, and they can order you to attend re-education training. This is not hyperbole. These attacks are happening right now in states all over this country that have similar laws and similar categories for protection. Governments use these laws as a sword against us, not as a shield against actual discrimination. We need to engage and fight this now, before it is too late. Our legislature acted properly by refusing to add these new categories. We must oppose all of those individuals who abuse their power to advance this agenda. We urge you to do your part and get involved. Paul claimed his rights legally as a Roman citizen. Jesus said to render under Caesar. Well, who is Caesar in our country? We are. We the people. We have a constitutional republic. We have a duty to be involved, to stand for good government, to oppose anyone that undermines our constitutional rights. Will future generations look back at us and ask why we did nothing to protect our God-given rights? As Jesus said, from everyone who has been given much, much will be demanded. And from the one who has been entrusted with much, much more will be asked. The Great Lakes Justice Center stands ready to fight for people of all faiths on these issues. Will you stand with us? I pray that you will, and especially that God will guide you during these critical times for our state and our country. Thank you.